it's the final countdown. You are now 30 weeks pregnant, which means there are just 10 weeks left to go until that mythical due date. But in the meantime, let's take a look at how your baby is doing at 30 weeks. Are you feeling bigger at all this week? Well, if you are, there is good reason, because your baby is now weighing in at around 3 pounds, and they are estimated to put on half a pound a week for the next 7 weeks, which is pretty crazy, so prepare to get big, ladies. Textbooks also say that baby is now measuring in at around 39 centimeters in length, and size-wise they are around the same size as a cabbage. And to think, not long ago they were the size of a little blueberry. So your baby may be fully developed now, but it doesn't just mean that they're just having a snooze in there while you wait around impatiently. Baby's brain is actually getting bigger now, and instead of having a smooth surface like it did originally, it now has a more wrinkled one like an adult. So what's the reason for that? Well, those wrinkles allow for more brain tissue and more growth as baby prepares to learn all about the world outside of the womb. And one other interesting fact is that baby's digestive system is now almost fully developed, ready for all that lovely milk once they are born. So let's take a look at some real scan footage for week 30. Now, we talked about baby, but what about you? How are you feeling, and what is being 30 weeks pregnant really like? Well, here at Channel Mum, we're comparing the textbook versus the truth with a little help from some other expectant mums just like you. Physically, it's time to prepare to get bigger and bigger in these last 10 weeks or so, because as I mentioned before, baby is going to put on around half a pound every week, so prepare to see that belly of yours grow before your eyes. But make the most of it and treasure this beautiful big belly while you can. Some mums like to have pregnancy photo sheets done, and others even have a big cast made of their belly, something to look back on, because believe it or not, you may actually miss that bump in a few months time when your baby is in your arms. I still miss mine a little bit even now. So one very important thing that we haven't spoken about yet are baby names. Have you decided? Have you got a name picked out, or are you going to wait until baby's born and see what sort of name they suit? Have you told friends and family what you're going to call your baby, or are you keeping it a secret? Let us know in the comments below, and if you do have a name picked out, you must tell us. We'd love to know. For me personally, I have a William James, who I call Bill, and I have a Daisy Nell, and I kept both of their names a secret until they were born and announced it with the birth announcement. But when I was in secret, I would whisper and talk to them and use their names all the time, and you know what? They really do suit them as well. So if you'd like some name ideas, or you would like to know why other mums picked the names that they did, then we will leave our baby names playlist down below for you. It's always worth a watch, and you might get some last minute inspiration, you never know. And now it's bump time, so let's take a look at those gorgeous 30-week bumps. They are getting so big.
Here we go, here is bump. Big solid ball, and from the front.
I'm really sore around here tonight actually, and it's just absolutely solid, so quite painful. Feels like baby's really pushing, but my tummy seems to be pushing back on it.
But here's my bump. I don't really think he's grown much since the last one, but yeah, no more stretch marks. He's still quite out in front.
Bump is still, like, the skin is still really nice and soft and stretch mark free.
So what else can you expect? Well, here at Channel Mum, we have tons of vlogs for every week of pregnancy from other mums who are at the same stage as you are right now. So let's take a look and see what they had to say about being 30 weeks pregnant.
This is my 30-week pregnancy update.
30 just seems to be that number that you're on the major countdown now. Like, the baby could come within weeks.
Obviously, I could still have like 10, 11, maybe even 12 weeks to go.
I guess this week has just been a pretty hard one.
Sleep this week hasn't been loads better, but I did get one good night's sleep last night, so I think that's why I'm feeling like woohoo.
I'm freaking out. It's just, I just feel like we haven't done anything for this baby. I feel like with Isla, because she was our first, I had checklists, I had this, I had that.
Heartburn's been okay, not too bad, but I've got that feeling again where I feel like I'm full all the time.
I think the main thing that has been on my mind is, what is it going to be like? Like, there's clearly going to be bad days, it's going to be a learning curve anyway, trying to just like adjust and, you know, readjust and tweak for family life balance and routines, getting out of house.
I just feel like I've just been going full guns blazing and almost having this mentality of this pregnancy isn't going to stop me, and that's such a stupid mentality to have, like this pregnancy should stop me. Of course it should, that's the whole bloody point, is to slow down.
And finally, it's time to get honest with the channel mum, the good, the bad and the ugly of being 30 weeks pregnant. The good, technically you have just 10 weeks to go now until your due date, which sounds so much better than 11, doesn't it? You're almost there now. The bad, the tiredness is starting to creep back in. You know it, I know it, so it's time to rest up and concentrate on you. And the ugly, the waddle. Yep, by this stage, especially as my belly grew and grew, I found that I developed a rather lovely pregnancy waddle. No matter what you do, it's really hard to stop it as well. So as always, we hope you've enjoyed watching our textbook versus the truth about being 30 weeks pregnant. We'd love to hear how you're doing down in the comments below, so don't forget to let us know. We're thinking of you now, it's not too long left to wait. And if you'd like something to watch after this, then why not check out all the other vlogs from other mums who are 30 weeks pregnant right now over on Channel Mum. The link will be down below for you as always. So that's all from us here at Channel Mum, so we will see you and that gorgeous baby of yours next week for week 31.